on the video screen here. She's one of the people that we interacted with over the last 12 months as they ran their program. I call her Mapaseka because she would come wearing a hat like a mother would wear on an Easter weekend. So without further ado, please, let's play the video of one of the interns. Well, it seems we need a developer to fix these sound issues. But I can probably tell you what you were saying. I was so happy to be here. It was so nice to come at Tshimologong. Tshimologong was so nice. They treated me so nicely. I got lunch every time. But it's probably what you were saying. I'm not saying that's what you were saying. But as we solve for it, what was interesting with the cohort is that, and maybe to provide a bit more context, is that there were 18 students that were part of the cohort, but there were over 1,200 applications, which can contextualize just the appetite that there is in the market for these kind of services. But it also highlights that a lot more needs to be done. A lot more people are looking for these skills. But it also shows that you were the creme de la creme, as it were, the cream of the crop. You were taken from a large pool. We found needles in haystacks, essentially. And you are the needles that must pierce through a lot of threads. So, as I said, let's listen to Pamela.
I am a software developer graduate at Tshimologong Precinct. I discovered that I have interest in software development when I was doing my final year at university. So because I love coding and my curiosity had me to understand the underlying concept of the website that I see online. So this pushed me to do software development.
After matric, when I was supposed to further my studies, opportunities presented themselves to me, but software developer stood out for me. I did my research, I fell in love with it. Since then, I'm never looking back.
The biggest achievement that I have from this program is that I was able to complete the internship. So the challenges that are in the software development is that you have to know how to manage your time, how to break down your task, your complex tasks into smaller parts. Also the challenges that I have and working at the same time, which means I had to prioritize the tasks that I'm given at work and at school. So I'm very proud of myself for being actually utilizing my skills like task orientation. I am able to break a complex project into smaller parts. So I think with these skills, I can utilize these skills in a group setting to help my team complete the given task in a short period of time.
If I have not participated in this program, firstly, I don't think I would have discovered that what I wanted to become in the industry. As we know, the industry is huge and has a lot of categories under it. And I've decided that I want to become a Java developer.
The unique features in these projects that I have underlined is that you have an opportunity to bring innovative ideas and implement those ideas. So you have the opportunity to own something. So it means you can create something from scratch and you can become something from the something that you have created. So it means if you have an idea to create something, you can also you are also given an opportunity to have your own team to complete that assignment. So my passion grew when we had to solve the real world problems. So even my curiosity gave me an understanding of the underlying concept behind the website that I see online and everything that I see around technology.
My biggest passion is solving the real world problems. These applications that I wish to work on I want them to be easy for the people to understand when they are using them. The biggest challenge that I've overcome in my life is voicing out my opinion and seeking for help. This program played a huge role in my life. It helped me to collaborate with people and communicate with them effectively.
Within 5 years, I am aiming to create a company which will deal with tackling the challenges that non-technical people are having, and we're gonna make it very enjoyable for the users to use our technology.
In 5 years' time, I wish to become a successful professional Java developer at a reputable company.
Thank you very much. You guys are clapping like you're not happy for everything that Pamela said. So please, can we get a round of applause, please? You guys are passing with 30%. I hope by the end of it, you at least get to a distinction with how you give a round of applause, because I think sometimes you forget just how impactful small things can be to a lot of people. There's an article that has been written about the death of the technical skills that some of these software developers have, that they are graduating, but they are not solving South Africa's problems enough. You are getting a lot of technical people from outside coming in and solving for them. So these opportunities like this are so key, and which is why it's important that even the graduates that come out of the university are well aligned to solve some of these problems. And it is important that we get a congratulatory message, because we're at Tshimologong, which is wholly owned by Wits University, for Professor Ken Dixon, who's a professor at the School of Electrical and Information Engineering, to come and provide a congratulatory message to you about also the importance of the work that you guys are doing in solving some of the problems that we have, which are many, by the way.
Thank you very much, Hankui, the program director. I think just reflecting on that video there, isn't it wonderful that there's some themes that came out for me, the idea of seeing challenges, overcoming challenges, problem solving, and the one that really shined out for me was the notion of creation. I think that's one of the truly exciting things about software, isn't it? You can create things, and that is very, very special. So honored guests, representatives from the Department of Trade, Industry and Competition, Mr. Jacob Maputa, and Ms. Bomkazi Mapoto, the CEO of Tshimologong, Mr. Mark Harris, representative from the distinguished sponsor, Ms. Lensler Khoza, colleagues, friends, family, and most importantly, you guys, our graduates. This is indeed a moment to celebrate and cherish. Hold it, own it. To the graduates, I think this is a significant milestone in your career. I think we've already heard there are many more milestones, but this is a big one. And I'd like you to take a moment to sit and reflect and think where you were 12 or 18 months ago and where you are now. Isn't that incredible? Take a moment and think about that. Perhaps you've heard of the notion of a glass ceiling. I would put it to you that there's also a glass wall that must be confronted before you can even start worrying about the ceiling. I think you've been part of an incredible program that has helped you break through this seemingly impossible glass wall. You've successfully completed about your dedication, your resilience, and your passion. I'd also like to take a moment to express our deepest gratitude to our sponsor, Samsung. Without your unwavering support and commitment, this program would not be what it is and wouldn't be possible. Your investment in the future of these talented individuals has not only provided them with invaluable opportunities, it has also contributed to shaping the future of the South African tech industry. Thank you for believing and supporting the potential of these bright minds. I do want to recognize the fact this is the 4th cohort of students. And this is a sign that the Samsung graduate program is going from strength to strength. And may there be many more years to come. Now, in the previous graduations, it would be the Deputy Vice Chancellor of Systems and Operations at Wits University, Professor Ian Jandrell, who would be giving this address. I know he very much wanted to be here, and he has asked me to pass on his congratulations to all of you. He also asked me to reiterate that Wits remains committed to developing and growing the ecosystem of innovation and learning, something which is vital to the health of our economy, as Mr. Harris alluded to. Initiatives such as the Tshimologong Precinct, which has hosted the Samson Graduate Program, are examples how universities can lean into society and ensure that universities remain relevant and they do not become disconnected from the real world. I must also recognize, as alluded to by Hungwe, that over 1,000 applications were received in May 2023. It's incredible. Only 18 were selected. And I found very interesting that 5 disappeared along the journey. And that was also a measure of the success because they went out straight into jobs. That's incredible. That is very exciting. We've got 13, I believe, in the room today at the end of the journey and the start of a new journey, I guess. This is testament to the potential and the promise. You've demonstrated that you're not only capable of tackling challenges, but also of thriving in demanding and a competitive environment. It's not been easy. The software development internship model you have completed is no ordinary program. I think it is unbelievably stunning. It's an experiential learning journey designed to bridge the gap between academia and industry. In the real world, you're going to be working under real pressure to meet deadlines, often with stringent constraints, high expectations. It's a challenging landscape where at the start of it, initially, you're probably not even going to be allowed to touch real problems, real code. And you're going to be dependent on a mentor's time and willingness to teach you further. These realities mean that gaining experience can be a slow and sometimes daunting process. However, this internship program that we're reflecting on has provided you with that safe environment to make mistakes. I'm sure you all made many of those. Learn from them. And this is an intern-centric approach embodied by the philosophy of fail fast, learn faster. I hope you've all become comfortable and appreciate the fact that there's no shame in failing. It's only with failures that we build. I've been doing software development for quite a long time. I can tell you it's hard. I still fail on a regular basis every day. So own it, take ownership of it. So under the supervision of the senior developer, whose sole responsibility was your growth, you've worked on real-world problems. This immersive experience has equipped you with skills and knowledge equivalent to at least 2 years of being out there in industry. And you've been given the foundation to continue growing and adapting to newer technologies, preparing you to navigate the evolving space of software development. That's one thing we can say about software. It is constantly changing. Your journey doesn't end here, as we've said. This is just the beginning. The objective of this program was to train you to enter the job market as competent and provide you with a solid foundation for long-term career in this dynamic and exciting field. You now have the tools to, given your experience, I have no doubt that in future all of you are going to be involved in some form of mentoring in the future and helping other aspiring developers, folk who don't even know they can do this thing called software, to get involved and enter the community and even to upskill themselves. This is such an important part of how we can nourish and grow the software and tech industry in our country. We must all take immense pride in the track record of the Samson Graduate Program. I understand that there's been 100% placement in 2021 and 2022 cohorts. And today, you guys are joining this lineage of success. This speaks volumes about the success or the effectiveness of this internship model, and I think more importantly about your readiness to take on the challenges ahead. So, as you step out into the professional world, remember that learning never stops. Embrace every opportunity to grow, to innovate, to create, and to contribute. And the experience and skills you've gained during this internship will serve as a cornerstone for your future achievements. Again, be sure to give back to the community by sharing the knowledge and the experience you gain. This is so important as your careers flourish. We're incredibly proud of each one of you. Congratulations once again, and here's to your bright and promising futures. We're going to keep an eye on you, as said earlier. So thank you. Well done.
Thank you very much, Prof. Ken Nixon, who I think has highlighted very important things that you must take note of, but I think also for the work that is done at Tshimologong as well. It's important how we develop. I think the work that is done cannot be done by the university alone, cannot be done by implementing partners like Tshimologong alone. It also needs a host of people. Also, people must call us to order when we don't want to provide development and want to just maybe live without concerning ourselves with some of the issues that are necessary. And I'm happy to call the next person up because when I first met him, we were in contention in my previous life about what the equity equivalent model should look like for banks and so on, and so forth. So to find him here in a program at Tshimologong that has done 100% placement, that he's also seemingly proud of, is quite good to see that the words he was spewing there with the bankers have come to fruition with other corporates as well. So without wasting any further time, let's welcome Mr. Jacob Maputa from the DTIC.
Thank you very much, Program Director. We are proud to be here as the DTIC, as government, seeing the fruit of our labor. Let me start also by greeting Professor Nixon, partner in crime, Ms. Lenhle Khoza, as well as Nikki here. Let me also greet Mr. Magharis, greetings, and all other guests, my colleague Bomgas Mapoto, as well as the graduates. As I said, we are proud as government to see this happening. This is a long, not so very long, but the journey that we undertook through partnerships with Samsung around 2018, 2019, when they approach us and say that as part of us complying to the BE requirements, we would like to participate under your EIP program. And we work on a document, on a concept, on a proposal, which was ultimately agreed and approved. So what you are seeing here today is the implementation of that agreement. So the agreement is not just call it a legal document, but we were clear that it must have outcomes. So today we are seeing the outcomes of that. So this is a BEE in motion. This is transformation. A lot of times what we hear in the media and out there is how BEE is not working, how transformation is not working, but we need to have and highlight more of this kind of initiatives that clearly shows how if partnerships between government and the private sector implementing transformation and BEE can be able to change the economic landscape of South Africa. As we know, we do have a very high level of unemployment in South Africa, especially amongst the youth. I think about 4 million or so of our young people are unemployed. So as someone said, consider yourself to be very blessed that you have been able to be accepted in this program that will certainly open opportunities for you in the job market. We also wish that you'll grow even further. This is just the beginning, but go out there and perform to the best of your ability and to the best of your potential. So I didn't prepare any speech because I said I want to speak from my heart. Well done. We are really proud of you. We are really happy as government when we see this kind of results. So we are really happy to see you here, and don't disappoint us. Go out there, as I said, and grow even bigger. Whether you in the job market, whether you start your own business. As you know, we also have other support, whether it's financial support or non-financial support that we have. If you start your own business, we're able to also support you through financial support and other available support. So congratulations, it's Mandela Day. I won't be long. As he said it's in your hand. So I also want to repeat what our former president said, that it is in your hand. From here on, it's up to you how far you want to go. And my hope is that your desire is to go even further and further into making an impact out there in the world. So thank you very much. As I said, I won't be long. Mine was really just to congratulate you and to remind you that this is made possible through the partnerships that we have with Samsung under the EIP program. And this is not the first time that we are coming here. I think the second or third time. And we look forward to having even more of this. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Maputa. So what makes the Tshimologong Precinct interesting is that when students come in for any program, they get to interact across various different streams of things. They can go see people doing animation, they can interact with some of the entrepreneurs. And the next intern that I want to call up is a speakist, as it were, a philosopher of note, who also helped us in some of our other programs as well, whilst he was part of the software development program, highlighting the importance of a multidisciplinary approach to how we attack these issues of digital, how we build these digital technologies. So I think you are now clapping on 50%. So we can take it to maybe a 70 as we welcome Siyabonga Kgate.
Good afternoon, everyone. Everyone looks so beautiful today. Guys, we are here. We are here. We made it. We made it. It's truly an honor, guys, to stand before you today. My name is Siyabonga Kgate, but I like to go by my nickname Saifo. So please, if you do see me later on, just call me Saifo. I'm just going to share a bit about my experience here at Tshimologong, because truly it was an amazing experience. Tshimologong for me empowered me. As a fledgling coming out of college, I struggled to find employment to such a degree that I actually had imposter syndrome when it came to the skills that I had. I started to believe that I'm not as skilled as I am. And when I got into this program, which is a prestigious program, I felt empowered because not only were my technical skills challenged, but I also gained newer skills in terms of soft skills or in terms of just being tested. I also got the opportunity to not only grow like technically, but also grow personally and professionally as well. As a youth of South Africa, there's some deep-seated issues that we see out there in the streets and that we can't like just easily get rid of or shake. But when you come into spaces where you have other young individuals who are passionate about something as yourself, it does something for your mind. It also does something for your heart as well. So for me, this was not only a professional journey, but it was also a personal journey. And I'm just so proud of like everyone that I'm graduating with here today. And I wanna say to you guys, please, man, this journey continue and continue strong. Make sure that no one takes away what you've gained here, which was the time and the bonds that we've formed here. No one can take that away from us. So yeah, that's just a little bit about me. Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much, Saifo. Those of us who come from the YoTV days are very enamored by that name. So if the program has been going well up to this point, it is likely to go wrong. Because the way I want to introduce the next person is to highlight a little bit about why you guys shouldn't have the imposter syndrome Siyawanga mentioned. And I could be wrong. Nikki, you'll call me to order. So Samsung started as a spaza shop. That is the truth. It started as a spaza shop on the 1st of March, 1938. Look what it has become. Look what it has enabled you to do. So if you received a little bit with a 12-month program from a spaza shop, imagine what else you can build as well. So don't be scared of how big this institution is. It all started small. And if we take what I said earlier, that you're going to have to build pole slowly, build slowly, but surely, you will end up as Samsung is. That's why I'd like to welcome Lentle Khoza. If I say it this way, it might be wrong. I want to welcome Lentle Khoza, who's the manager of BEE and transformation at the spaza shop.
Good morning. This spaza shop doesn't do things poly. It do things pali, quick. That is why we're able to produce graduates, fully fledged software developers in a space of 12 months. And we've demystified the myth that a person needs to spend 4 years in university to become a qualified software developer. To Prof. Nixon, the professor of software engineering at Wits University, executives and other management officials that may be here from the University of the Witwatersrand. I would be remiss to call him my colleague because he actually was my former boss, the CEO of Tshimologong, who happened to give me my first job as a BEE executive at IBM in 2007, Mr. Mark Harris. Tshimologong partners, the Department of Trade, Industry and Competition, represented by Mr. Jacob Maputa, and a lady who's become my sister but does not gives me a lot of flack, Ms. Bomgazi Mapoto. Esteemed guests, Osingaye, the graduates, and of course the alumni. I can see Ms. Pepe there at the back. Members of the, it is an absolute honor for me to be here today to be part of this graduation ceremony. celebrating the 4th cohort of Tshimologong Software Development Program, which is sponsored by the spaza shop Samsung. This ceremony takes place on a day when we celebrate an icon of our South African struggle, the late Dr. Nelson Rolihlahla Mandela. Congratulations to these brilliant students that are graduating today. A graduation is a huge accomplishment. It marks the start of a new chapter in all these students' lives. As Samsung, we know some of the challenges facing our country's youth include unemployment, as well as the need to close the gap when it comes to scarce skills needed by the economy. We have been part of the software development program since 2020, precisely because we know the importance of skills, capacity building, and IC training and development, as well as our contribution to youth employment. This program is part of Samsung already successful landmark multi-rand equity equivalent investment program, which was launched in 2019 in partnership with the Department of Trade, Industry and Competition. In particular, this 12-month Samsung-sponsored internship program in partnership with Tshimologong Digital Precinct aims to address the challenge facing ICT graduates, the struggle to find jobs in software development. Mark, I can't help but remember when we used to go to PEAC meetings back in the day, and that we would spend a weekend trying to figure out how do we bridge the gap between the required skills that people come out with when they come out of university and they get employed, because employers would find themselves having to spend a lot of money having to retrain graduates who had the requisite ICT undergraduate degrees. So it's programs like this that actually make us very proud to be able to produce work-ready software developers. It's refreshing to note that these students did not only learn the following projects: a comprehensive database system tailored for educational institutions, encompassing schools, teachers, circuit managers, and the broader community. A property maintenance system designed to revolutionize the management of maintenance issues within properties, as well as accommodate me. I don't know whether this is meant to replace Airbnb, but I'll take it for what it is. An innovative solution for simplifying student accommodation process, providing a seamless platform that connects students with suitable living arrangements effortlessly. Instead, according to the feedback received from the interns, the program has also helped them grow and developed the necessary soft skills required in the working world. You've heard for yourself from SIFO. This includes the importance of effective communication, which has taught them to handle unforeseen or unchanging circumstances. Through this collaboration through Tshimologong, in 2023 alone, we were able to develop and grow 18 IT graduates, bridging the knowledge and experience gap under the mentorship of a senior developer to ultimately make them more employable at the end of 12 months. Since the start of our EIP, our overall investment in ICT training programs has seen about 434 software developers and 162 technicians being trained, a total of 596 to date. I'm pausing because I'm waiting for the pause. Our sustained investment in the area of ICT, especially in historically disadvantaged universities, has seen our need to contribute and enhance the prospects of employment in our country's youth. The main reason for our partnership is to ensure that our programs deliver measurable impact. Ladies and gentlemen, in our continued efforts to address the challenge of youth unemployment, it gives me great pleasure to announce that all 35 students from cohorts 1 to 3 have, upon completion of the program, been employed. Out of the 18 students in the current cohort, 6 have already been employed. So to the remaining 12, don't worry. You are going to be snapped up before you even know it. Our success is due to our Tshimologong employment partners like BMW South Africa, Idle Consulting and KT Opportunities, who are both EIP ICT beneficiaries. Without these collaborations, we would not have reached these incredible numbers. I would like to therefore extend a heartfelt thank you to all our partners. As a company, we strongly believe that these public-private partnerships will continue to grow to the benefit of our youth, and together we can help address the country's societal challenges. In closing, I would like to yet again congratulate the graduating students and say, today is the beginning of a very bright future. We believe that your milestone achievement today will propel you to greater heights and assist you to contribute to the upliftment of society. Grab this opportunity with both hands and soar onto the sky. As Nelson Mandela said, it's in your hands to make a better world for all who live in it. And a winner is a dreamer who never gives up. We wish you all the best in all your endeavors. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Can we give Ms. Lintle Koza another round of applause, please? Thank you very much. I think she said some very profound things that I think we'll all cherish as well. She mentioned people were placed. What if it was just a lie? Because it tends to happen in this space where people, as opposed to telling real stories, will obfuscate. Hey guys, I learned English. Obfuscate. Yeah, they will obfuscate, right? But Samsung and the software development program at Tshimologong is a flagship, even at Tshimologong. It's clear cut. And if you didn't trust what she said, I don't want to say we'll hear it from the horse's mouth. We'll hear it from the star's mouth. Because the person I'm about to call up, and those who get it will get it, I'm about to call up one of the alumni from the previous cohorts, Nkanyezi Matizard.
Okay. Greetings to everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, the esteemed funders, Samsung, Tshimologong are proud parents who are not here, it seems. And most importantly, the graduates of this year. Congratulations, guys. I'm so proud to be here, to be addressing you, and to be just in your presence. I can just tell from just looking at you that the future is indeed bright, right? Am I wrong? I'm deeply honored to stand before you today as an alumni of this program. It feels like just yesterday you were sitting just where you are right now, filled with excitement, anticipation, and a touch of nervousness about what was laying ahead. Today, I want to share a bit of my journey and some insight, and I hope this is going to inspire you on the journey that you're going to be embarking on. Graduating is a milestone, a moment of celebration, a testament of your hard work, perseverance, and dedication. It marks the end of one chapter, but most importantly, the beginning of another chapter. My journey began in Soweto, where I was born and raised by my incredible mother. Growing up, I faced many challenges, but my mother's unwavering support and determination instilled in me values of resilience and hard work. Her sacrifices and encouragement were the foundation that allowed me to dream big and pursue a career in IT and software development. In 2020, I joined Tshimologong as a software development internship learner. Following that, I applied and I started into the Samsung Tshimologong internship program. This was a big turning point in my journey and a moment where I felt my career truly began to blossom. My position today as a Java back-end developer at BMW is a direct result of the opportunities and support I received from this program. I stand here with an immense gratitude to Samsung and Tshimologong for recognizing my potential and investing in me. This support has been instrumental in my growth, my success, and I am forever thankful for the opportunity provided. Graduating from this program has profoundly benefited me in both personal and professional ways. I remember the thrill of buying my first home. Like, I literally bought my first home not so long ago. Which is something I never really truly imagined before joining this program. It was a tangible symbol of my independence and an accomplishment, specifically as a young female in this space. If you're a young female in this space, it's possible. If you're still thinking of it, and you're not sure, get into this space. Independence and confidence is what you'll find here. Knowing that you have things that belong to you, by you, and you've worked hard for, right? Long after I was able to purchase my first car, which I'm still learning to drive, and it's a nightmare, to be honest. This was a lifelong dream of mine. It just takes me back to moments where you were thinking of that favorite song, you know, Nicki Minaj. Yeah, we all love her. Yeah, you know, blasting those tracks and just having fun in your own space and driving somewhere on a road trip. So getting this car was a huge milestone for myself. Ultimately, it's not about material success. It's about stability, female stability, and the confidence that it gives you, right? When you have that feeling of basically achieving your goals. One of the most valuable lessons I've learned is the importance of embracing change. Technology, by its nature, is constantly changing. New tools, new languages, new paradigms. These are constants in our field if you're in IT. Embrace this change, stay curious, never stop learning. The knowledge and skills you have acquired are the foundation. So just take note of that, they're the foundation. You need to build on them, explore new horizons. Don't be afraid to move out of your comfort zone, because it's in the places where you feel uncomfortable where you're going to be learning the most and achieving the biggest things in your life. Another key lesson is the power of collaboration and diversity. And this is a very huge thing in the IT space, because the whole net thing embraces, you know, being in yourself, not talking to people, not putting yourself out there. Collaboration, guys, is key. So go out there, make networks, talk to people, sell yourself. In my career, I've had the privileges of working with diverse teams from different backgrounds, cultures, and perspectives. This diversity has been a source of my creativity and innovation. As you move forward, seek diverse teams, values, and different point of views. Foster inclusive environments where everyone feels valued and empowered. Nothing is ever gonna grow if there's no inclusivity, there's no love, there's no care. So remember, everything that you do, always add that personal touch that you're working with humans, and ultimately you're gonna be creating impact. I also wanna emphasize the importance of mentorship and community. Most IT, graduates, newbies, we have this thing that we know it all. You get into a space and you say, I know it all. That's the biggest mistake you'll ever make, so don't do that. Throughout my career, I have been fortunate to have mentors who have guided me, encouraged me, and challenged me to reach my potential. Seek out mentors who inspire you, and be a mentor to others. So as much as you want to get, you need to be willing to give. So pass the baton on. Make sure that you help the people around you. Make sure that you help yourself in the process as well. But mentorship is very, very important. You are gonna be learning a lot of things, not from the internet or your books, but from other people who've walked the journey before you. As you step into the next phase of your journey, know that you are equipped with the knowledge, skills, and experience that make a meaningful impact. Believe in yourself. Take risks. Don't be afraid to fail. Every failure is a stepping stone to success. Keep pushing your boundaries. Keep being innovative. Keep striving for the best version of yourself. Congratulations to the class of 2024. Go out there and make your mark. I can't wait to see the things that you're going to be achieving. Thank you so much for the platform and opportunity.
My biggest passion is technology and everything that technology encompasses. Reason being, I believe technology is only second to philosophy in helping us understand and shape our understanding of the world around us. So that's why technology is my biggest passion. As a kid, I would tinker on my uncle's computer settings, and one time I even took it apart. And since then, I've had this deep-seated root of love for technology, and in my young adulthood life, I then pursued the understanding of how do we manipulate these pixels on the digital screen or in the digital world. What I love about having been a part of this program is that not only did it test my technical skills such as coding and problem solving, but it introduced me to new skills that I wasn't aware that I could have, such as presenting my work to others. How it differs from other programs as well is that on the space itself is a digital precinct, so they have state-of-the-art technology within-house. Another, I'd say, is the mentor who was always there on call to help us out. Another, I'd say, is I got to network with a lot of people outside of the course that I was doing. But the main significant difference, I'd say, is having a backing name like Samsung and Wits. With this, it gave everyone a sense of confidence that when we go out into the workplace to do job hunting, that we will actually be successful because of these big names. That I also got exposure to people that I wouldn't have been exposed to, meaning my network grew. And now in my network, not only do I know software developers, but I know people in media as well. So this program has really done an all-encompassing work in my development. And the biggest challenge that I've had to overcome in my life was acceptance of living without my mother. My mother passed on when I was 12. This would have been in grade 8. So learning to take responsibility for my present and becoming a bit better person to accept that has been a very big challenge for me. My proudest achievement would have to be graduating. The reason would be my journey was kind of shaky in the beginning because I had to drop out. But then when I was standing at my graduation ceremony, I felt a sense of peace because not only was I proud of myself, but I had made people who believed in me also proud of. What it's done for me is that it's empowered me. So I hope to do the same for the next person by sharing my perspective, sharing my views, and sharing my journey. I am patient towards other people when perhaps I don't understand what they are trying to communicate. I have a level of patience to allow them the flow or allow them the moment until they fully feel like they have communicated what they're trying to communicate. Self-awareness, when there's a conflict, I do deep introspection to check whether I'm in the wrong or whether there's something that I could do better so that we can avoid or mitigate conflict. In 5 years, I'm working towards moving to Cape Town with my partner. Also, I'm working towards attaining my doctorate because Dr. Hadebe has a nice ring to it. And by then, my now unborn child would have been born, so I'm hoping it's a girl. This is all within the 5-year period that I'm hoping to achieve or working towards achieving.
I told you he's a speakist, a philosopher. So thank you very much, Siavonga, for that. So we're getting to what I think is the most important part that we're here for. But I think we're doing it a bit of a disservice, yeah? We are in Africa after all. And as you can see, we've got a lot of issues, and moments like this are prized moments for a lot of people. I'm sure you've seen social media things. When people graduate, it's a whole event. South Africans sing. No, I won't get into song, don't worry. South Africans sing. South Africans celebrate a lot when small moments happen, right? Because I think at some point there's a level of catharsis, is that there's these problems, but at least I got this one thing. So we'll be coming in now to a point where people will be receiving their certificates. I've asked for a little bit of music outside of the protocol, so all protocol observed. But I've also really want you guys, I think you're now clapping on 70. Let's really make those who are not here, particularly their parents, their siblings, to feel that the moment is a special moment, because you can tell that we are going through a lot, but this moment must mean a lot. So let's get into that framing now. It's excitement, be happy, smile. But of course there's order to all sense of joyous moments. And that's where I come in. So this is how we're going to work this out. We're gonna call Kat, who has the certificates, but we're also gonna call the dignitaries. And they're gonna line up in this order. You're gonna have the famous Ms. Lentla Khoza, followed by the CEO, Mark Harris. Since they are colleagues, they must stand next to each other. And then you're going to have Prof. Nixon, and then you're going to have Jacob Maputa. So you guys will come up just now. And then when you guys come up for your certificates, shake Kat's hand, shake all the dignitaries' hands, and then come back and stand in the middle, right? And we can use this black line as a guide. The rest of us are happy. We're excited. We're showing that, wow, this is an amazing moment as each and every graduate comes up. Yeah, well, let everybody feel it, because I can feel it. Some of the things that were mentioned here, although we might not go into all of them, are actually quite potent things, right? So let's really capture the moment the way it needs to be captured. So without further ado, Kat comes up and the dignitaries can come up, and then let's enjoy the moment. Let's enjoy the moment. Thank you very much.
All right, good afternoon. So I'll call out all the names. I hope the instructions are clear. Cynthia Dladla. Ishmael Moores. Lesego Mutlongo. Balenhle Mkwanasi. Neo Maholela. Pasqua Sekgota. Pamela Makubela. Fortunate Mutsoneng. Saifo Hadebe. Tabang Levele. Tabang Mapagisani. So there's two interns that are not here today due to some family circumstances. So they will receive their certificates some other time. All right, congratulations to you all.
Thank you very much. The energy level was where I wanted it. I'd like you guys to keep it at that level when we thank Katlego. So Kat is the one that was mentoring the students, he's the one that was the main trainer. He's soft-spoken, so he didn't even come and say anything, just went straight to the names. But please, let's really appreciate the work that he did here. Thank you. Yeah, if Mandela was a hero, right, there are people who are unsung heroes, and I think Kat is one of them. So to do a general vote of thanks for everybody that we have here today, I'd like to welcome the next person. I need to really swallow my spit properly to say this name, so I get it right. I would like to welcome the head of Digital Skills, JCSE, and Enterprise Development at Tshimologong, Mr. Munyaradzi Nikavaranda. Thank you very much.
I'm usually not that great at speaking, right? Am I lying, Mark? Okay, I'm probably lying about that. So as Hangwi said, my name is Mnyaradzi Hamadziripi takaenda tikadzoka zvikaramba zvakadaro nyika varanda. All right, there we go. You know, whilst I was sitting there, I was just in awe of the work that has gone in to put this program together. I'm also very, very grateful to Samsung and the DTIC and all the partners that we've had on this program. Nick and I met a couple of months ago. I think he was here for an on-site visit. But I think the key sort of vote of thanks and why I'm standing here is to just say thank you to everybody who showed up, including the students, and how you applied yourself and just seeing the program through over and above the challenges that you would have faced prior to you actually joining the program. It might not have been said, but I'm actually also a software engineer. So I studied software engineering, majoring in business systems design and business systems analysis. So when I decided to join Tshimologong, this was probably one of the key draw cards around how this program was structured to create capabilities, not just skills. So skills that you can actually apply and that are relevant within the market. So I would like to really, really say thanks to Katleko for not just imparting the hard skills. Because one thing you learn, this is to the students, when you go into the world of work or whether you choose to be entrepreneurs, is that usually what you learn is not directly correlated to what you find out there. And that's just a fact. But the way this program is structured, because you're actually working on real world problems, it actually equips you and puts you a step ahead of the type of people or sort of fellow graduates that are coming straight out of university. So the applied nature of this program sets you in good stead to start doing really great things in the workplace. The other thing that I also wanted to point out, and I was listening to the speakers, is just curiosity. I think that's the key thing in growing, in growing in your careers. I think just be curious, just have grit. Programming is not easy. Software engineering is not easy as well. So you will find a lot of challenges in your career, but then just be curious. So sort of, I think one of the pop quizzes is if you can remember my full names, right? There'll be, the refreshments I think will be based on whether you remember the few names. But the other sort of key thing that I wanted to just say thanks as part of my sort of vote of thanks is to say, just be in the moment, right? When you engage with people, just make sure that you leverage the relationships, and that's the thing that will actually get you far. So to everybody who's here, distinguished guests, the students, and everybody who's working behind the scenes to make this event as glamorous and as beautiful as it is, thank you very much. And hopefully we are toasting to 10 or 20 more years of a continued relationship of ensuring that we make the youth of this country active participants in the economy. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Munyaradzi. So we've come virtually to the end of the program. I'd like to thank everybody who helped us get excited, for those who had graduated as well. But I think it's only fair that we end it with a Mandela quote, right? Because he then tells us it's not, what matters not that you have lived, but it's the difference that you have made in the lives of others. And if anything, you can tell that I like symbolism. So there's a lot of symbolism that showed itself today. Mark met his former colleague. I met Jacob Maputa. We realized that Samsung is a spaza shop in real terms that has grown into this multinational thing, but it started off small and it ended up big. I didn't know I was going to do this thing on the 18th of July. I could reference back to my climbing of a mountain. You guys are at the top of it now, but there are more mountains to climb. So symbolism becomes key. But I think what Munya said is how you can move from here on in is that you must be present in every moment. And I'd like to thank you all for being present, clapping hands profusely. Hey, my English is good. I don't know what's happening, guys. Clapping your hands profusely when we asked you to, and I think it is important. But so that we capture the moment nicely, right? So that in years to come, we can say, how? Mara, I was with Professor Ken Nixon, right? Is that we want the dignitaries, the interns to probably come up, Nikki as well, and you take a picture where we capture the moment, because it is going to be key in the future as well, trust me. 18th of July 2029, you will see what happens. I don't know, but you will see what happens. So as there's going to be refreshments once we're done, so let's take that picture, and then it's an African to bring people together and not give them food. So there's definitely refreshments. So let's get one last round of applause as you all come up and we take this picture.